I hear some. Excuse me.
Ray is live.
All right, well, that's enough of that shit. Oh, I broke your thingy. What?
Just come in here and tear my shit up.
Well, it is called the disaster. Now I lost a little clippy thing. Excuse me, folks.
This is what happens when I'm not in charge.
You're more than welcome to be in charge. You can have this if you want it.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Alrighty, well, here we are. It's Tuesday, Monday night. I almost said Tuesday. I'm getting ahead of myself. And, oh, wow, we've already got 5 people. Hello, everybody. That's Elliot. I'm not. Welcome to Trivial Disaster again.
How do you know you're not Elliot?
Definitely not Elliot.
The signature stench of old man.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's my gray armpit hair. Hi, Greg. Greg says hi, not. Let's see.
Greg.
Excuse me. I should probably turn that down. There. Alrighty. She gave me a pen. I don't know how to work. Let's see who we have so far. We have Steve-O.
No photo. Dormammu is not with us tonight.
Frodo is Amanda. Amanda, are you playing tonight, or are you just here to give us crap? Jason. Jason says he is also not Elliot. I think Amanda's ignoring you. Amanda, are you playing? Oh, she's here to give us crap and cheat. Right on. You're already doing a good job. She's been taking lessons from me. She's good at being an asshole. I'm putting you on the list anyway, so, if you know the answer, speak up. Tonight we have, and you guys are going to love this, because I know how much you love this shit. We are having modern history trivia. We were going to do 80s music, because Steve suggested 80s music, but then we decided we can't do that, because then Jason would win again, and we're not having that. That's bullshit. Corey's here. Well, Christina's not busy with chickens. She's doing other things. She has shit to take care of. Chickens are later. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a good crowd tonight. 8 people so far. The history was your pick?
I wanted to do World War II / Cold War era, but I couldn't find it, so I just said screw it, modern history.
Okay, that'll work. We'll take it. And yes, Corey, you are correct. Whoever Googles the fastest wins. Whoever has the worst delay in their internet, they lose. All right, we'll get. I don't know why I'm looking at. There's one over there.
One over where?
I was trying to see the clock through the microphone, but there's one over there. I don't have to. It's right there. Corey says he's not playing. Damn it. I don't know what Warzone is, but hopefully it's fun. Amanda, you're still slow. Sorry. You still have a lag, but I don't think it's in the internet. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
Mm.
Warzone is Call of Duty something. I don't know anything about Call of Duty. I've never played it. So sounds interesting. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Go through the rules real quick. He's going to ask you a question. One of us will ask you a question. We'll give you about a minute to answer. We'll take the first 5 correct answers. Because we have 2 feeds coming in, Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. But now that you guys can see the feed up here on the screen, if you have any questions about who answered first, it's right there on the screen for you to see. So that should take care of all the problems. So with that, COD BR's Battle Royal. All righty. I still don't know anything about it. You ready?
How
about now? How about now?
Sure.
Okay, go.
What year was the first iPhone released? What year was the first iPhone released?
I have no idea because I wouldn't use an iPhone if you gave it to me.
You now have 1 minute on the clock, give or take. Except there's no clock, it's in our heads.
Oh. Corey says he can't read the feed on the screen. Well, that makes sense. I'm looking at gigantic screens here, so if you're on a small screen, you won't be able to see nothing. So if you have any questions, just ask. And Christina says, I apparently have played Call of Duty before. I played it a few weeks ago. Okay. That's that game with the people with the guns? All right, that must be what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play those kind of games. I'll stick with my Lego games and my Assassin's Creed. Has it been a minute yet?
Close enough.
All right. What year was the first iPhone released?
The answer is 2007.
All right. So Big D and Christina both said 69. What a surprise. Looks like Corey got it. Even though he's not playing, he apparently has time to Google while he's playing Call of Duty. Oh, I said duty. And Roy's here. All right, next.
What was the acronym commonly used for the 2000 software problem that many thought would cause computers to become inoperable? What was the acronym that commonly used for the 2000 software problem that many people thought would cause computers to become inoperable?
Skeletor is here.
Ah!
Yeah, I remember this being a big deal. What?
Look.
What?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, we already got our 5.
Yeah.
All right, good call. Yeah, I sorry, excuse me.
The answer was Y2K.
Yay! And this was a big deal. It was all over the news. They talked about it for months before because everybody thought that at midnight, New Year's Eve, when it all switched over to the year 2000, everything was going to shut down because the computers weren't going to be smart enough to figure it out. Going to the 00 format. They thought everything was going to crash. They thought the power companies were going to shut down. It was a huge deal. WQLZ gave away a Volkswagen Beetle. They called it the Y2K bug. I didn't win.
Yeah.
But it was actually a used Volkswagen. It wasn't even brand new. It was a used Volkswagen that some dealership had donated.
And guess what? absolutely nothing happened.
Nothing happened. People were having these parties like it's the end of the world kind of party, and nothing happened.
Can you imagine using your life savings on something like that? And then you're just screwed when you find out nothing happens.
Yeah, you blow your entire life savings, you get drunk, you pass out, and then you wake up like January 1st and shit, nothing happened. Now what do I do?
You're a homeless bum.
Now I got to go out and find a job in my used Volkswagen. All right, Skeletor, Big D, Jason, Diane, and Jen. Those are my first 5. Lori's here. Hi, Lori. Big D says I should have been in the data center that night. No, I'm glad I wasn't.
Put that up on. Because I can.
That's right. What is funny and original? I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know.
Roy said something did happen. If we're interested, let him know. I don't care. Next question. Which country hosted the 2016 Olympics? Which country hosted the 2016 Olympics? And Google. Skeletor says it's 110 out. Yeah, I don't miss that part of the country this time of the year.
Well, I mean, you're right. It is out there, but in here, it's slightly less than that, like 109 degrees.
Yeah.
So,
Jen. No, not Jen. Roy. Roy, we're looking for a country, not a city. Which country hosted the 2016 Olympics? I like that answer. I was reading an article today about when they were working on the costumes for the Ewoks for the Forest Moon of Endor, and they had a bunch mocked up, but they didn't have any hair on them. They were just yellow skin suits with no hair, and they were just fucking horrid looking. I need to find a picture of them. They were, I guess, nightmare-inducing. See if we can find one real quick.
looks like many abominable snowmans.
Yeah. It's just kind of freaky.
Does it feel like a minute's passed?
Probably.
All right.
You in a hurry?
Yeah.
All right. Which country hosted the 2016 Olympics? That would be Brazil. So we have Roy, Los Angeles, not a country. Wakanda.
Real countries.
Yeah, that's not an actual real country. Amanda says spaghetti. What question are you answering?
So slow. She was trying to go for the culinary trivia like 3 weeks ago.
So it looks like Corey and Jason are the only ones. One there and one there. Yeah, Roy, you need to come get your tomato plants before the bugs and the mice get them. Jason says that's why you're in a hurry.
No, that's not why.
He doesn't use his hand. He's got socks.
No.
Oh, hey, Jen. Greg has something for you. Phenomena. Do, 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 do.
Phenomena.
I know that's not what it says, but that's what it means.
Manon. Phenomena.
I was telling on you, Roy. All right, next. The U.S. rover Curiosity landed on which planet in August of 2012? The U.S. rover Curiosity landed on which planet in August of 2012? Jen says, "Mana, fuck you." Ooh.
Phenomena.
She hates that the way your mother hates Dormammu. Do you know what Mana is?
Yo, dude, mom. What?
Do you know what Mana is?
No.
We'll have to. I'm going to do it, Jen.
Is it Sesame Street?
Yes,
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Jen's going to hate me forever, but I can live with that. See if we can do this without getting kicked off. Just a second, folks. Oh, just hang on.
Okay.
Phenomena.
We'll watch more of it later, but that's
One
pretty
of
much all it
these-
is.
One of these days, we need to do like a tournament of like terrible songs, see which is the worst. We got up there, we got Fish Heads, we got that. And
The
then
Barney theme song.
the Barney theme song. We need a few more and we'll do like a tournament style.
Jen says it's going to be stuck in her head. Stuck in Diane's head, too.
Here comes a copyright warning.
Well, if we get it, my fault. And it shouldn't be copyrighted. It's old as shit. All right. U.S. rover Curiosity landed on which planet in August of 2012? It was Mars. No, it did not land in Uranus.
Actually, it might have. Because something has to be sticking up there. Because like there's no reason he should be acting like this.
So Jason, Big D.
Oh, we already had all 5.
Yeah. But I'm allowed to screw around.
Yeah.
Steve-O got one. Greg. And one more. Corey. Roy, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, I was telling on you because I was telling Christina about you not knowing about the plants. And now Jen's singing Fish Heads.
Fish heads, fish heads. Roly poly fish heads. Fish heads, fish heads. Eat them up. Yum.
If any of you don't know that song, Google it right now and thank me later. All right, next. Go ahead.
Who at age 17 became the youngest person to win a Nobel Peace Prize in 2014? Who at age 17 became the youngest person to win a Nobel Peace Prize in 2014? Yes.
Yeah. Your mother had never heard of that.
Yes.
Fish heads, roly poly fish heads.
Fish heads.
Fish heads, eat them up, yum. Oh, there's our number one winner for the worst song ever.
Song that never ends. How
Mhm.
long is it?
It does not end.
Wait, really?
There is no ending.
So
There's just, you start singing it now and you can stop singing it later, but it actually has no end and no beginning. It's just there. It's like a line. There's no end to a line. It's just there.
Yeah.
You can have a line segment,
yeah,
but a line never ends.
the song that never. Okay,
Mhm.
we're gonna have to add that to it.
You look it up later. That is horrible. Even your mother says don't do it.
Mom, we have to do that tournament someday.
Corey says the SpongeBob campfire song is horrible, but I don't think I know that one. I may have to look that one up. Has it been a minute yet?
Yeah, it's
Okay. Who at age 17 became the youngest person to win the Nobel Peace Prize in 2014? It was Malala Yousafzai. Malala Yousafzai. And Greg, I think you might be right about who she was.
the Obama poet.
Yeah.
Like Obama been. I'm not finishing that.
Pakistani education activist.
Oh my goodness, we had to do something on her like in 7th grade.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't the Obama poet. She became famous at 15 for surviving an assassination attempt by militants for defying the Taliban's ban on girls' education. Alrighty. Very interesting. I forgot all about that.
All right. In what year did the Berlin Wall fall? In what year did the Berlin Wall fall?
When the walls come tumbling down, when the walls come tumbling, crumbling. Are you okay?
No.
I didn't think so. Roy says he was there.
Okay, cool.
Which part are we talking about? The previous topic that you were just discussing, or this wall thing?
Did you survive the bus bombing?
Because if you were there for the previous topic, then I have questions for you.
Yeah, what were you doing in Pakistan?
Oh, shit.
I mean, there's nothing over there other than maybe a few missile silos, but like,
Oh, he said he was at the Berlin Wall.
no. Wait, you were at like Berlin, Germany? On the west side?
All he was just another brick in the wall.
All right.
In what year did the Berlin Wall fall? It was 1989. Who do we have for that? Not 69. Roy got it. Roy got it with 89.
Roy, Corey. Sheesh, Jason doesn't seem to be doing too hot tonight.
87. Jen got it.
I think the trick to making Jason lose is just not do anything music related.
Yeah. Or do it when he's working so he can't Google. He can only listen.
Wait, Jason went twice.
Yeah, some people have a habit of doing that. They think I don't notice. Roy says he was standing at Checkpoint Charlie. That was not a fun job. I can't imagine how unfun that was. I'm not Googling.
Are you?
All right. Oh, I remember this one. This one was fun. What was the name of the Cat 5 hurricane that hit New Orleans and its surrounding areas in 2005? What was the name of the Category 5 hurricane that hit New Orleans and the surrounding areas in 2005? This was a mess. I was in New Orleans just a few years after this, and even like 3 years after, there was still damage, still things that hadn't cleaned up. Right along the coastline, I think it was Gulfport, Mississippi. They had all these businesses right along the coast. There's like the beach and a road, and then this whole row of businesses, and they all just got wiped off the face of the map. And there was this one place, used to be a bank.
5.
I'm still talking. You can tell this place used to be a bank. The whole building was gone, but the tile floor was still there, and the vault was still there. The rest of it, gone.
Did you try to sneak in?
Oh, no, it had been cleaned out like probably minutes after the storm was over. Somebody probably went and cleaned it out.
Oh.
And then like a couple of huge cargo ships had gotten picked up from the port of Gulfport and carried like 10 miles that way and dropped on the other side of the highway. It was a mess. So, yep. 2005, it was Hurricane Katrina.
Correct.
Yep. Hurricane Christina. Oh, Roy says he was in the Air Force. He was drinking. That's why he was. I mean, if you're not working, you got to be drinking. That's how it works there. Jason with the Katrina, Roy, Jen, Steve-O, and Greg. Where'd you go, Greg? There you are. Yeah, she blows like a Cat 5, I'll tell you that. You did not hear that. And yeah, their Six Flags got drowned. I think you can still see parts of it when you go down there because they never tore it down. It's just there surrounded by a big old fence. And yeah, Corey, it's still a mess. Some of the cemeteries got destroyed. Bodies got washed out of the crypts. It was bad. All right, next. Right there.
Which two British royal family members divorced in 1996? Which two British royal family members divorced in 1996?
Yeah, we got our 5 already. You guys are on the ball. Brandon's here. Hey, Brandon. Yeah, we got our 5. Which two British royal family members divorced in 1996? It was Prince Charles and Princess Diana. So we have Roy, Jen, Jason, Steve, and Brandon. Brandon's on the board. You people got to type faster, man. Chuck and Larry, pretty sure that is not correct. What a valiant effort. Amanda says it was Steve and his wife. Steve was married?
Hmm.
Sorry, couldn't help it.
What year was Facebook created? What year was Facebook created?
And can you tell me, for no extra points, what it was called when it first started?
Mark Zuckerberg's venting outlet.
Greg says Daryl and his brother Daryl. And yes, Jason, it was called the Facebook.
The.
Still got time for a few more correct answers because not many correct ones on the board right now. Hey, Annie.
Wait, where's Dormammu?
She just walked past.
Oh, okay. I didn't see Dormammu there.
Now, if she were to come through that door, she would be Dormammu. Ooh.
No, more like Dormammu. Ooh!
Yep, there you go. All right. What year was the Facebook created? It was 2004. 2004. Brandon gets one. Nope. That's it. He's the only one. And yes, there was a movie about the Facebook. It was wasn't it called The Social Network or something? See, look, stop right there.
Dormammu, stop!
See?
Dormammu!
Door Mom. Ooh.
Why must you do this to me, Dormammu?
Yes, The Social Network. That's what it was.
Dormammu, why?
All right.
Why did Dormammu have to do that?
because she can. The U.S. hosted the FIFA World Cup for the first time in 1994. Which country won that game? The U.S. hosted the FIFA World Cup for the first time in 1994. Which country won the game?
Dormammu. How's it going? Dormammu. Ah!
It's like this all the time here, I promise.
Domestic violence, help me.
Keep
Get me out of here.
it up. She's going to show you some domestic violence.
What you mean? She already does.
Did she leave any lasting marks?
On my soul, yes.
Oh, well.
Nah.
Wait a minute. Wait. Stop. You're a ginger. You don't have a soul. So, bullshit. Jason, that is my thoughts exactly. The country of no one gives a fuck. Oh, Spooner likes my shirt. Yeah, I got this at an Alice Cooper concert. Christina and I went last year to Peoria, and I got me a Cooper shirt. I've seen him
Oh, yeah.
three times now.
Remember what I saw Sunday morning?
Your reflection?
No.
What?
You mooned mom.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was
Hey,
standing.
You had a chance to leave the room. You had a chance to leave the room. Look, Jason says you have gingivitis.
It's gingeritis.
Gingivitis.
Didn't you see that hard as ginger?
Ginger.
Yeah, it's ginger now.
It's
Wait a minute.
always been ginger for him because he's from Virginia. So, all right. U.S. hosted the FIFA World Cup for the first time in 1994. Which country won the game? That was Brazil. Honey, Jason says Dormammu. He's come to bargain. She's ignoring me. Jen got it. Wow, I got a lot of shit to scroll through.
Yeah.
So Jen, Greg, Corey.
Oh, hold on.
What?
The country of no one gives a.
Yeah, I already said that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use that next year on U.S. history.
No one gives a fuck. It's Finlandish. Or Scandinavian. That's what it is.
Yeah, Scandinavian.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fourth.
Amanda, you're about 20 years too late for that shit. They don't make phone books anymore. Used to be you could beat somebody with a phone book and it wouldn't leave a mark, but it would hurt like hell.
She still got old reliable. The belt.
Good point. Oh, wow.
What?
Which planet was downgraded to a dwarf planet in 2006? Which planet was downgraded to a dwarf planet in 2006? Didn't know that either.
What?
Some of these answers, I knew somebody was going to say that.
Well, everyone's gonna say that. What else do you expect? 1, 2. Oh, we got them all.
Yeah, we have our 5. Which planet was downgraded to a dwarf planet in 2006? That would be Pluto, not Uranus, Corey, and Greg. It's whatever planet I'm on. It's a dwarf planet. There, how's that? I said it before someone else could.
No.
Jason, Troy, Jen.
You think that you give the planet the property of dwarfism,
Diane.
but really the planet gives you the property of dwarfism.
And Brandon.
So if you were on Pluto, you would be scaled up and no longer a dwarf.
If I was on Pluto, I'd be a fucking giant.
Yes.
And yes, Brandon, there will always be 9. I don't care what those assholes say.
There is 9. They just don't teach us it in science anymore. You could have done better, Mom. I'm sorry.
I know. Did you know the great blue whale's anus can expand to up to 3 feet in diameter, which makes it the second largest asshole on the planet?
Yeah, I know. Guess
Mhm.
who's number one?
Right on. I am taller than 3 feet, so. Oh, damn.
3 feet in diameter? That's crazy.
All right. Go ahead. That one.
What year did Google launch? What year did Google launch?
Surprised this thing isn't trying to answer you right now. We have Google speakers all over the house. And at one time we had them all set up. And then I forget what happened. Like we got a new network or something. Anyway, it took them all offline. They're all still plugged in, but they're not connected to anything. And every now and then somebody will say something that sounds like, "Hey, Google." And the damn speakers will pick it up and they'll start telling us we can't answer your question. We're not connected. And every now and then when Gabriel's talking, he doesn't say anything that even sounds like it. Or like if Elliot yells, "Hey, Gabriel," it tries to talk.
Oh my goodness.
And when Gabriel's talking, it picks up just random shit that he says and it tries to answer.
All right, it's been about a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, what year did Google launch? 1998. Or, if you believe in the conspiracy theories, 1969. Because that's what like a lot of you people seem to believe. Dormammu.
Corey got it. Man, Corey can Google and play Call of Duty simultaneously. That's talent. He's probably asking the Google speaker.
Battery's camping in a bush while doing it.
Camping in the bush.
Light beer.
Amanda says Jason tried to use Siri and Siri wouldn't answer him. I wouldn't talk to his ass either. I don't blame her. I wish the Google speakers would let you change their name.
If they did that, there would be that would be a little psychotic.
I know, but it'd be awesome if you could change the name. Like, I want to change the name of my Google speakers to R2.
Watch this.
Yeah, Brandon likes your answer. Camping in the bush.
Yep.
Right on. All right. Who won the 2008 U.S. presidential election? Who won the 2008 U.S. presidential election?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
I barely remember what president we have now.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about politics. Doesn't matter who's in charge. They're all fucking crooks.
All right, we got our 5.
All right. Yes, you are correct. It was Barack Obama. Roy, Jason.
I can remember the stuff that happened like almost 20 years ago.
Where was I? Corey, Roy, Jason, Brandon, and Jen. There you are. Found you. Okay, cool. All right.
Oh my good. Hold on.
What?
That comment right there.
This one?
How would the world have played out? Like, I think everyone in this world would probably be dead, if not worse, if that would have happened. Like,
What's worse than dead?
a lot is worse than death.
Okay.
Like giant plagues that weren't meant to be released yet. All of a sudden, a bunch of plagues released on the world.
That's already happened.
China planted.
All right. Here we go. Go ahead.
Oh, which 2 countries signed the Good Friday Agreement in 1997? Which two countries signed the Good Friday Agreement in 1997?
1997. Brandon says it can't be any worse than what's going on right now. Fair point.
Yeah.
These are good markers. No, they're not. These are the unfun markers.
Why? Because you can't sniff them.
There's no buzz in them. Good markers have a buzz in them. I was in my boss's office one time talking to her, and in the middle of talking, I noticed she had a good marker on her desk. And I just reached down and picked it up while I was still talking to her and took the cap off and took a big old sniff and put the lid back on and set it back down and kept talking like nothing was going on.
Mhm.
And she looked at me like, what the fuck? So what, you want some?
Permanent markers are the way to go.
That's what it was.
Sharpies.
Yeah. No, not Sharpies, magic marker.
I don't
Magic marker's the shit.
I don't got any of those.
And sometimes the dry erase markers.
Yeah, but those are like if you really need a hit and you ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, but when you sniff the magic markers, you can feel the brain cells die as you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's like bubble wrap. You know, you can feel the bubbles pop.
Yeah.
All right. Which two countries signed the Good Friday Agreement in 1997? Britain and Ireland. So let's see. Nope. Nope. That's close enough. Vagina and Uranus. I don't think they're ever going to reach an agreement because those two will never see eye to eye. They will always be separated by the fleshy fun bridge.
Should I just walk into the light?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye. All right. In 1996, a sheep became the first mammal cloned from an adult somatic cell. What was that sheep's name? In 1996, a sheep became the first mammal cloned from an adult somatic cell. What was the name of that sheep? Yes, Roy, you are correct. Ooh. Sorry, that slipped. Yeah, you might want to wait over there. Well, that kind of burned. We have our 5 already. Look at that. In 1996, a sheep became the first mammal cloned from an adult somatic cell. You can tell she's on a delay. She just heard it.
What? Okay, so why were we cloning Dolly Parton in 1998? I'm at 96. Oh, a sheep.
Yeah.
Okay, I still stand by Dolly Parton.
Yeah. And there was a reason it was named Dolly, and I can't remember why. Anyway, it is Dolly. It's Corey, Jason, Jen, Diane, and Greg. Not Shelley.
Ooh.
Yeah, Roy says it's pretty obvious why they cloned Dolly Parton. I'll give you 2 big reasons.
Why? I don't know. I've never actually seen her. I just
Well,
know the name.
I'll bring you abreast of the situation later.
Ha 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 ha.
I know it's a bit over your head.
Yeah, just a tad.
And Roy just yells, "Booby," because he's 12. Booby. Ah. Alrighty. Brexit refers to which country leaving the European Union? Brexit refers to which country leaving the European Union? Roy says he's 12 in his mind. Yeah, I think we all are. Whoopsie. You are welcome, Greg. You are welcome. Thanks for the memories.
Mhm.
You'll get that in about a year or two.
Okay.
Well, hello, Kitty. You're about to have a visitor.
Kitty.
You should see him chasing the chickens around the yard, calling them Kitty. It's funny as hell. What is it about? Or why do you want to be over here?
Because you're better at cat
You
stuff.
were just fine over there. But when I sit over there, she wants over here to get on your mom's lap.
Chain of command. Mom, you, Gabriel, Tank, then me, then Dozer.
All right. Brexit refers to which country leaving the European Union is the United Kingdom. Or Britain, whatever you want to call it. So we have Roy, Brandon. Get your claws out of my leg. Jen, Greg, and Corey. How could something so small cause so much pain?
Mm-hmm.
You have needles built into your feet. Get off me.
The Elliott border is closed.
Who became the most decorated gymnast in history in 2023? Who became the most decorated gymnast in history in 2023? Let's see what y'all come up with. Can't imagine there's too many gymnastics fans in the audience.
Yeah.
You like watching gymnastics, don't you?
I've never watched gymnastics a day in my life.
I figured you like them little bitty costumes they wear.
No. What?
What?
What? Jason, what are you talking about?
Come back here. There it is.
Explain, please. Like, I don't understand.
I don't want to know, and you don't either. Because if you've seen that thing do a double twisting backflip, you would never know. We lost him.
Nope, I'm back.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Who became the most decorated gymnast in history in 2023? Simone Biles.
Oh,
So,
God.
not Michael Phelps. He was a swimmer, not a gymnast.
a lot of you guys use Google.
Yeah. So, Corey. Simone Bills. She's related to Buffalo Bills. Diane says Simon Bales. You guys are all close to the bullseye, but not quite. But I'll take it anyway. Christina said nothing.
I didn't know it was possible to say nothing.
You should try it sometime.
No, I'd rather not.
Jason. Two more. Greg. And Roy. All right. There we go. Go ahead.
What year did the internet become available to the public? What year did the internet become available to the public?
And porn was never the same. Who was that idiot that said he invented it?
Invent
Some vice president of ours said he invented it.
the internet.
Yes.
I think the Napster guy invented the internet. Oh wait, no, he invented Napster.
Al Gore. He made a statement during a television interview saying that basically he invented it. He didn't invent it, but he had a significant role in promoting and funding the development of it. What a piece of shit.
Another funny thing.
What?
He was actually one of the first people to catch on to climate change.
He invented that too.
What do you mean invented? It's been proven.
But it didn't happen until he said it, right? So he invented it.
Okay. I could draw a whole graph right now, but I'm not.
Amanda says 734 people died in 2008. Okay.
What qualifies someone as famous?
Right. Fame in whose eyes?
Known by at least 12 people?
If that's the case, you're famous.
Actually, no. Less than 12 people know me.
All right. What year did the internet become available to the public? It was 1993. So we have Corey. And then Roy. And Jason.
What was your answer, Mom?
1969.
Well, how would we know? She didn't answer it.
Yeah, Brandon's right. Imagine all the people who died that weren't famous in 2008. Those are the ones you should be concerned with.
I can imagine a couple 100 million.
Yeah. Corey says he knows someone was shot in the leg at 709 Liquors Friday. Well, Corey, you should have aimed higher. And Ray was kind of famous till he died.
Wait, Ray died?
Yeah. You ask all the... When we go out and do remotes or live broadcasts in public, people are like, Ray, I thought you died. Everybody thought he died.
Oh, okay, I thought that like he died again or something.
Oh, this one's dumb. We're skipping that one.
Yeah.
Okay, Roy, this one's for you. Which U.S. city hosted the Summer Olympics in 1996? Since we're actually looking for a city this time, which U.S. city hosted the Summer Olympics in 1996? And there's a squirrel on the back porch getting into the plants. You little fucker. Maybe he's the one digging up your mom's greenhouse plants.
Who?
That little bastard right there.
Squirrel.
You better not get into my avocado tree. That'd be some squirrel pot pie.
Ooh. Squirrel.
Honey, there's a squirrel in your roses. Oh, he's in the bird bath. That's what he's doing. Do we have enough yet?
Let's see. Just as radio show died.
Yeah.
Hey, scroll down.
No, I'm reading stuff.
Me too. All right. 1.
Yeah, I think it's been enough
2,
time.
3.
Which U.S. city hosted the Summer Olympics in 1996? It was Atlanta. So, Corey. Big D. Roy's just going to keep yelling L.A. until it's correct. Jason. Roy again. Jen, you missed an Olympics question, so you wouldn't have gotten it anyway. Hey, Chris is here. A little late, but he's here.
Which one's Chris?
The one whose name says Chris.
Oh my goodness, who would have known?
You're a fucking genius. Pardon me for a second, folks. Ooh. Sorry about that. I was having an allergy issue and didn't want to share it with everybody. Yeah, see, Chris is from West Virginia. That explains why he's so late getting here. It's a long walk.
Does his internet also come by pigeon?
I don't know, probably.
Actually, no. His probably comes from like a diseased, like half-dead crow.
Rude. What is the name of the whistleblower who leaked classified information from the NSA in 2013? Who is the whistleblower who leaked classified information from the NSA in 2013? Alrighty then.
I needed to be shorter. I need to know what life is like for you.
It ain't all it's cracked up to be. Let me tell you, crowded elevators smell weird.
Yeah, when your face is pressed up against like 15 people's junk. I mean,
Yep.
Kind of
Mhm.
sucks. And all that toe jam also has to suck.
Yeah. Greg, what'd you call me?
Did you just call him Polish? Because I think he's a little far away from home.
And I'm Norwegian.
Yeah. Shouldn't you be like fighting the Russians or something?
You know, Norwegians don't fight anybody. Their Viking days are over.
I thought they tried to get rid of the Nazis once they occupied them.
Oh, they did.
Okay.
There just wasn't a lot of fighting.
Then go kill the leftover Nazis or whatever.
The Nazis had submarine bases in Norway.
Like a dwarf among midgets, you have to stand tall.
That's right.
Your face won't mean people's jump if you move on
You gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Who's the whistleblower who leaked classified information from the NSA in 2013? That was Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden. Jason? Jen, was that your answer, or are you offering something to someone? Just curious. Corey? Chris?
Ugh.
And that's about it.
Jeff Harney.
Yeah, he apparently worked with Roy.
Jeff Fafa. Jeff Fafa.
Let's see.
All right.
We're going to go with.
Ooh.
Let's do that one.
Okay. What U.S. government department was created in the wake of the 9/11 attacks? What U.S. government department was created in the wake of the 9/11 attacks?
Some questions you don't want the answer to. Chug, 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 chug.
I need to stop drinking.
Yeah, you do. All right.
Hey, can you mute it for like 0.5 seconds? I've been done.
All right. We have two more after this one.
Okay.
I think they're all in though. Let me go back up. What U.S. government department was created in the wake of the 9/11 attacks? It was the Department of Homeland Security. So, Jason, Roy, Brandon, Corey, and then Greg. All right, 2 more. What year was Nelson Mandela freed from prison? He didn't die in prison. That's the Mandela effect. What year was Nelson Mandela freed from prison?
I don't know. Why are you looking at me?
Oh, you took a history class more recently than I did.
Well, yeah, but we only got up until like 91, not. Why are you pointing at that? You act like it's going to help me.
Good point. It's in English.
Yeah, I only speak LEDs.
You only speak pixel. Let's see. Corey says he should know this. Damn kids nowadays.
What did I do? Mom, you are absolutely correct on that. Despite whatever we may say, you are correct.
Just know in your mind that you are correct. All right. What year was Nelson Mandela freed from prison? 1990. Ow. So we have Corey. Jason.
Oh, wait, right there.
Move your finger. I can't see the screen. Brandon. That's about it. Oh, Brandon has a question Christina can answer.
A lot of them.
Mhm.
A lot of them.
A whole fucking bunch of them, but one in particular. All right, last question. You want it? Go ahead. Whoa!
Who was the first? Who was the first female to be elected vice president of the United States? Who was the first person to be elected vice president of the United
You
States?
see the first person or the first woman?
Potato, potato. I said woman.
Okay, first woman to be
All right.
elected.
Can I have a mouse for a second?
Why?
Okay. If I can figure out where the thing is.
It's over there.
Okay, it's right there now. Okay.
Why are you fixated on that?
Do I know who Mandela was? A prisoner. And then where? Crap.
Yep, you broke it, didn't
I
you?
broke it. I broke it. Yes.
Wow. There you go, Brandon. She answered you. Did she get it right? There you go. Answer that one, smartass.
That is an excellent question.
In a prison for a crime.
Okay, let me do you one better. Who was the fabled island hopper of World War II? And don't Google that.
All right. Who was the first woman to be elected vice president of the United States? It was Kamala
Hillary
Harris.
I meant Kamala Harris.
No, Hillary wasn't elected vice president. She got the job by marriage.
Yeah. Actually,
And then when she ran for president, I figured they were going to make old hubby Bill their Secretary of Internal Affairs.
you know, the funny part is that we didn't learn about that in history.
No.
Yeah.
So Jason, Corey. Brandon. And Chris, one more. One more. That's all we get. All right. Well, that's all we have for tonight. Let's go ahead and get some scores tallied up here. We have our big loser for tonight is I don't know if you can call him a loser because he was so late, but Chris with 2 points is our big loser tonight. Steve and Big D, you guys are tied. You should enjoy that. No, wait, Skeletor's our big loser. He only had 1 point, and then he left. So, Chris, you're not last. Steve and Big D tied with 3. Diane with 4. Jen and Greg tied with 9. And Roy, 10. Ooh. Damn it, Corey. You should have Googled a little faster. You have 16 points. Jason wins with 17. I think next week we're going to do sci-fi questions, and none of them will be Star Trek, so that way Jason can't win. So thank you, everybody, for playing along tonight. We appreciate you putting up with my crap. We will be back tomorrow morning for the first free edition of Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. So until then, I've been Dan. He's usually Elliot, and y'all have yourselves a
Big
nice
D
evening.
never answered me.
Nope.
See, he doesn't know who the fabled island hopper of World War II was.
Probably not, or he doesn't care.
Yeah, and I don't care who Mandela was.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Okay, bye.
He was Charles Nimitz.
Why won't it go away?
It